Alright, guys, listen up. So, there's one thing you guys need to do, and that's to stop these terrible bad habits that 90% of men and a lot of people are doing. Now, what do I mean by this? Literally, most of us have, most of the world does habits that destroy your mental health, your physical health, and just your overall well-being. So, for example, eating unhealthy, right? This will destroy your body. This will literally, if you eat Cheetos, if you eat all these garbage foods that just aren't good for you, then you are going to destroy your body. As simple as that. So, anyways, there's a few habits that I can list off right now that are just terrible for you. For example, watching TV all day, eating terrible foods that are just terrible for your health, not exercising, just basically not doing stuff that's good for you, obviously. So how can you stop these habits, these terrible habits that we've all, including me, I've been doing terrible habits for the past 17 years or 18 years. So here's what I'm going to say. The best way to destroy these habits is by literally just putting up good habits. So replace the habits that you literally have been doing all these years and then put a good habit in there. So let's say this is a very simple one. If you play an hour of video games every day, you can replace that hour with working out. Boom. Easy, right? The reason why it's so important to do good habits instead of all these bad habits. Like people say, oh, it's okay to play an hour of video games a day. Which, yes, that's true. Like, it ain't gonna do anything terrible to you. But why spend that time playing video games? Like I said, you could put that hour into working out. As simple as that. And then you have another thing where instead of eating garbage foods that, make you fat, instead, you should replace that with foods that like chicken, steak, broccoli, potato, just natural foods that are healthy for you. Eat that instead of, oh, well, I'm gonna get a bag of chips and just eat that. There's not really a point, right? So all I'm saying is instead of focusing on doing these terrible habits that make no sense at all, replace those habits with good habits. I mean, we have working out, we have journaling, we have making money for a business. I mean, get a job. If that's one of the things, get a job. If you can actually go and get a job, do that. I mean, there's so many other things besides, which 99% of us do, is we get on our phone for 4 hours a day. That's the average, I'm pretty sure. And then we just scroll, which is a waste of time. But anyways, guys, that's the main way to, well, there's actually another way. Let me implement this as well. So it kind of goes along with replacing the bad habits. It's called a dopamine detox. Now, what a dopamine detox is, essentially you are limiting your instant gratification things, and you're just focusing on these things that you actually need to do. So really, I'd say limit it. So like, let's say that you want to play video games for an hour a day, or you want to watch TikTok for an hour a day, watch YouTube for an hour a day. Do it for an hour, and then the rest of the day, get on your grind, do the stuff that you need to do. And if you want to take it up an extra step, just replace that hour with work. It's really that simple. And what a dopamine detox will also do is it will actually make it where your reward system, and this is actually the main point of a dopamine detox. The reason why it's called that is because when you're on YouTube and TikTok you're scrolling, you're getting these insane amounts of dopamine, like insane amount of dopamine. So instead of doing that, what you need to do is limit yourself to, just an hour a day. Just do that of electronics, of if you can't, completely cut it out, then that's gonna make your dopamine 10 times better. Really, you are sitting there and you're making sure that you're doing the hard work, and the dopamine, when you stop doing all that stuff, your dopamine will go back to normal levels. That's the main point of a dopamine detox. Because when your dopamine is always up here, then you have a tolerance to everything else. So basically, going out into nature, working out, doing all this extra stuff ain't as good as TikTok, YouTube, and all this different stuff. So limit yourself, guys. Like, limit the amount of time that you're doing this stuff. But dopamine detox will also increase your habits, decrease the bad habits that you have. Obviously, you're kicking out majority of these terrible habits. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. Keep on grinding, keep on working, and I hope to see you guys succeed in everything that you do, and peace out.